First, there are new developments in the investigation into the deadly shooting in Las Vegas. The shooter's girlfriend, Mary Lou Danley, arrived back in the United States this morning. She was questioned by the FBI agents in Los Angeles. 62-year-old Danley was in the Philippines at the time of the shooting. Investigators hope she can provide them with information on why her boyfriend, Stephen Paddock, shot at a concert crowd from a high-rise hotel, killing 59 people and injuring several hundred more. So how was Stephen Paddock able to fire hundreds of rounds from his hotel room into a crowd of concertgoers below? Police have confirmed a device called a bump stock was attached to several rifles found at the scene. But bump stocks are not new. Chief investigative reporter Rick Sproul tried one out almost 3 years ago in a report on how they make semi-automatic rifles perform like machine guns, all without breaking any gun control laws. Now he brings the follow-up.
It didn't make sense. Authorities first told us Stephen Paddock used semi-automatic rifles to gun down almost 60 people and send even more to the hospital. And yet our ears told us something else. That's not semi-automatic gunfire. That's automatic gunfire. And now confirmation. Several of the rifles in Paddock's hotel room were modified with an attachment called a bump stock. It's a device designed to make semi-automatic rifles perform like machine guns. But here's the thing. Anyone can buy a bump stock. No background check required. We know because 3 years ago we did the same thing, and then we showed you how it worked. That's a semi-automatic AR-15. And using a bump stock, we're unloading a 30-round magazine in just a few seconds. Back then, Nueces County Sheriff Jim Kalen told us that, in his opinion, bump stocks pose no threat to public safety.
As a police officer, I don't think any of my deputies are concerned about this in an application that's going to do harm and hurt the public.
But after the Vegas massacre, a different view.
This debate is just starting, but people are going to debate it. Is there a solution? Yes. Don't allow this weapon to fire like a full automatic weapon.
And through it all, the constitutional question of what the right to keep and bear arms means in 21st century America.
We started out with that, and that's when it was written, and we've evolved into this, and we're still using the same thought process for this.
We asked to interview Congressman Blake Farenthold for the story, but we didn't hear back today. In any event, Sheriff Kalen had a lot to say in our half-hour interview, and we've attached a few of the highlights of that in the online version of this story. You can watch it at KRISTV.com and on the KRIS 6 News app. Rick Sproul, 6 Investigates.
Now, Rick's original story also is included in the online version of today's report. You can see it at KRISTV.com.